Only TV, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Edmonton Oilers discussion. And if you can tell I'm a little bit fired up to get going, is because, you know what, I don't usually wait till about 7:30 on a Thursday. I keep thinking it's Friday. I thought it was Wednesday on Monday, so kid me not there. But we have some news that I've been waiting for all afternoon, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen, we got it. With that said, though, if you're new to this whole Oilers coverage on Only TV thing, consider hitting that subscribe button in about 10 minutes after I get done explaining everything here for ya. Yes, sirree, it is finally official after all those all-star festivities for him, after all that discussion, right? What was it, the Zach Kassian suspension? I mistakenly got my wires crossed. How many other times before Yamamoto was called up did I say the Oilers needed to call up Tyler Benson? Well, ladies and gentlemen, today, here it is, as of 13 minutes ago on what I'm showing you right now. The Oilers have recalled Tyler Benson and defenseman William Lagesson from the Condors, while also placing forward Joakim Nygard and defenseman Kris Russell on the injured reserve. For Nygard, it's an injured hand. For Kris Russell, it's concussion protocol. So big time injuries there for this team. But you know what? For the time being, we've got a Tyler Benson and we've got a William Lagesson expected to come into the lineup and get the job done. So Nygard and Russell, well, Nygard's speed, as per Bob Stauffer, is the big loss there. And well, Kris Russell's experience obviously is his big asset that he gets going. But here's a little bit of scouting report from Bob Stauffer on Tyler Benson. 104 points in 115 regular season AHL games. So yeah, it's long overdue that Tyler Benson makes his NHL debut. He is smart, protects picks, can make plays, will rush for top 9 time. Well, let me tell you, you ain't throwing Mr. Tyler Benson either on that third line with Sheehan and Archibald or on the top line. Move Neal down to that third line and let Benson have the top line time with Kassian and McDavid just to see how it goes. Honestly, that's what I'd be interested in. But that said, you don't want to overplay a rookie, and that's, again, why Kailer Yamamoto's down there on that second line and gelling so well. But, man, you know what, like I'm saying, that top line isn't producing exactly perfectly 5-on-5 like you would like them to, especially considering what James Neal's already done this year, what Zach Kassian's done, and what Connor McDavid does every night. But that aside, adding Tyler Benson to a third line for the Edmonton Oilers still legitimizes this team 100%, right? Think about this Oilers top 9 and think about where we were circa July, right? We talked about Tyler Benson, July, August area being the solution on the second line, right? That perfect fit with Nuge, that guy that'll get Nuge to shoot a little bit more, this, that, and the other thing. Well, guess what? You've got Yamamoto, Draisaitl, and Nuge on that second line. Don't need to worry about it. The first line, Neal, McDavid, Kassian, sounds like goals to me. It's a pretty simple formula. That third line, all of a sudden you've got Sheehan and Archibald, who have just become this other dynamic duo that we never saw coming up until about December. And all of a sudden they're producing at an incredible rate. Well, okay, fine and dandy, and I'm incredible rate, put that in quotations because it is what it is in the Oilers' bottom 6. But you add on to Tyler Benson, and then you can get that incredible rate. That's where I'm going with this, is Tyler Benson could be that game changer for guys like Sheehan and Archibald, right? Is Benson a guy who's played top line minutes in the AHL pretty much for, well, the past full year at least, minimum. I don't know how long it took him to get to the top line in Bakersfield last year, but think about that, right? He's had a lot of experience with our Bakersfield Condors, 115 games, so this guy's taken a hit, thrown a hit, made a play, had a play made against him, so he does know what it looks like at the pro level, and this is where we finally get to figure it out. Is Tyler Benson actually an NHL player? Now, a lot of us asking the same questions of Kailer Yamamoto when we called him up for that December 31st game against the New York Rangers. Since then, we've been proven otherwise, right? 6-1-2 in that record, so a whole 9 games, and we've got points in 8 of them. So, yeah, you know what? 2 of those losses are against Calgary. Figure that out. Eliminate 2 games against Calgary. We've lost once in a total of 6 games, and it's an OT loss against the Buffalo Sabres. So, there you go. I don't know what my point is there. That said, Tyler Benson, guys, this is the moment we've been waiting for, right? This is probably for the rest of the year the last big call up we have to make, right? Maybe Evan Bouchard if a big injury goes to, say, Adam Larson. Realistically, I don't see Evan Bouchard getting up to the NHL this season because he'll be driving that Bakersfield team into the playoffs at this point if we have Benson and Yamamoto up here on the big club. But you know what? That's fine. So Tyler Benson has the opportunity to be the last big call up. Now, obviously, what everybody else might be detracting from here of the fact that Tyler Benson's going to come into the lineup and light things up like I think he will is the simple fact that maybe at the end of the day, you test out Tyler Benson to show his potential and you use him as a trade chip. Now, I've never offered that as an idea, but this is a very simple solution for the Oilers as well, right? If you can trade Tyler Benson playing third line minutes to get a top 6 winger or a top 2 D-man, I think the Oilers would definitely do it. That said, we really going to get either of those? Probably not. But you know what? At least for the time being, we've got our guy we think can make a difference in the lineup. And that's Tyler Benson. And I mean, yeah, you know what? It might have been nice to see Cooper Marody get another shot because he really did not get much of a shot under Ken Hitchcock. No. But you know what? Tyler Benson has absolutely 110% earned his chance to be here with the Oilers now. Tomorrow night against the St. Louis Blues, then against the Calgary Flames on the Saturday. And let me just go over to the player stats for you. For Mr. Tyler Benson, he's got 26 assists, 9 goals, 35 points, 97 shots. So he's shooting 2+ pucks a game at the net in 42 games. And, well, 35 points, 42 games, that's not a bad clip. 0.83 points per game. So you even get, similar to what you're getting out of Yamamoto, you get a 0.4 or even you get up that closer to that 1 mark, anywhere between 0.4 and 1 on that third line. My goodness, the Oilers starving, absolutely starving for it. And this is actually an interesting case too, is you look at who he's replacing. He's replacing Joakim Nygard. Well, Joakim Nygard, his big asset is his speed and his ability to create on the rush because of that speed. Well, Tyler Benson, as far as I know and as far as I've always understood, the guy can create with the hands. And trust me, like I said, if that opens up a spot for him just by being that handsy guy, that Joakim Nygard really hasn't proven to fully be capable of doing, well, you know what? There you go. Then the roster complication gets going. Because think about it. Tyler Benson for Joakim Nygard. Nygard's not this big-bodied presence. You're not missing anything in a playoff-style hockey game swapping Joakim Nygard for Tyler Benson other than maybe the speed element. Because I honestly don't think Tyler Benson is going to outskate Connor McDavid at the skills competition. But you just never know. I throw out a lot of crazy accusations, and sometimes I gotta throw that little exclamation on there that you just never know. And obviously, the other side too is defenseman William Lagesson. This is the side we haven't talked about yet in the video, is he'll replace Kris Russell. Essentially, he'll replace Caleb Jones. Caleb Jones will get back into the top 6 mix, playing alongside Matt Benning, and you'll have Kris Russell on the IR. William Lagesson is the 7th defenseman. And ladies and gentlemen, the rotation on the back end stays the same, right? If it's not Jones, it's Lagesson. If it's not Lagesson, it's Benning. If it's right, you've taken Manning out of the equation, so it's no longer that 8-man puzzle it was for a little bit. Now it is a 7-man puzzle, simply put, with Kris Russell or anybody on the shelf at any given time. So, guys, I don't know how to frame it any other way. Ladies and gentlemen, I am flat out excited for tomorrow, guys, because, woo, you know what? Not only do we have Yamamoto, we now have Benson. And let me tell you, anyone who's talked to me from Bakersfield is always excited about these two guys doing crazy things. So now, both of them in the show, ready to make a difference. And guys, how can you not like such an infectious smile out of Tyler Benson? Look at that infectious smile, my goodness. So this is going to be absolutely exciting to see. And what you need to know about Mr. Tyler Benson, if I can just get you an elite prospects on him here for you, because Tyler Benson is a guy we drafted back in, I think, 2017 16 if I'm not mistaken, a 98 birth date, 21 years old. That's it for Tyler Benson. I thought he was 23. My goodness, Tyler Benson is only 21 years old. He's an Edmonton, Alberta native. He's born and raised, and well, you look at where he's gone into the Pursuit of Excellence prep program. If you're anything like me and you've spent a lot of time around Junior B, Junior A hockey, you'd know a lot about that. Vancouver Giants, he was an absolute star there. Injuries did prone him back a little bit, but he's been a captain at the junior level. He's played with the Condors for the 115 games. And my goodness, guys, this is going to be a fun time. 21-year-old Tyler Benson gets into the NHL with this shot. Second round, 32nd overall in 2016. Okay, so I was correct. There you go, guys. I'm Tyson, this Stolen TV. How excited are you for Tyler Benson and William Lagesson to make their returns or debuts with the Edmonton Oilers? Mr. Orange wants to be fed, so I'm going to head on out of here. I will catch you in the next one.